Cause my style is ridiculous.
Give me the bum bum bum, yes yes. Give me the bum bum nim nim. Give me the bum bum bum, yes yes. Give me the bum bum nim nim.
We ain't here to hurt nobody.
Give me this, give me this, give me this.
Wanna see you work your body.
Give me this, give me this, give me this.
Hi, I'm Stella. And I'm Ava. We are sisters with lots of experience to your first LEGO League. We want to help other teams have fun and feel confident about their first season. First LEGO League is supposed to be student-led, so we are kicking things off with this video to get everyone started. Welcome to our first LEGO League. If this is your first year competing in FLL and you don't know what to expect, or if you are returning for another season and it has been a few months since you've touched the robot,
this boot camp is for you. We want to get you excited about this season. We are going to begin with the basics. We will start a new project in Spike. We will write a simple code. We will connect our robot to our computer. We will take a tour of our robot using Port View. We will save the code. And last but not least, we will find the code because losing code is the worst. Follow along with us and feel free to pause the video anytime you need to catch up.
Open your web browser. I'm using Chrome. In your search bar, type spike.legoeducation.com. This might take a moment. Click Got It and go to Home. This is what you should see on your screen. We are going to take a moment and save this page. This is the website you will use to code your robot throughout the season. Go to the search bar and select the star. Set the name to Spike. Set the folder to Bookmarks bar. This will make it easy to find in the future. Press Done. See? It is right here when you need it later. We are going to start our first project. Select New Project. We will name the project Boot Camp. Then you will click Word Blocks and Create. This is what you should see. The coding blocks are on the left side. These are the blocks you will use this year to code your robot. For LEGO League, we need more blocks, so we need to add some extensions. At the bottom left corner of your screen, select this icon. It'll open the Extensions page. Click the circle for more motors, more movement, and more sensors. Then press X to exit out of the page. Now you are ready to code. On the far left, select the purple circle, labeled white. Drag the first block labeled Turn On Smiley Face for 2 seconds. Attach it to the yellow block. Let's read this code. When the program starts, the display will turn on a smiley face for 2 seconds. Next, let's rename our project. During the season, you will often start by downloading and opening the code your team has been working on. The first thing you should do when you change that code is rename it. We will teach you how to do that. Today, the name should reflect what we are coding. So later, when you come back to this code, you will remember where you were and what the code does. Select the option menu next to the project name and select Rename Project. We will call it Boot Camp Smiley Face. Select Save. During your season, your team will need to decide on a naming convention for your code, so you do not get confused. For example, name it after missions it completes or its launch order. Choose something that makes sense to everyone and will be consistent. It's time to check our work. We will begin by turning on our robot. Press the power button on your robot to turn it on. Then click on the yellow Connect icon. Scroll down to read this screen. We always select the green Already Updated option. If your power button is ever white, take it to your coach or to your mentor to get updated. Updates during your season can be very disruptive and break your code. Let's select green now. You can connect the robot using Bluetooth or a USB cable. We are using the Bluetooth connection. On the robot, press the Bluetooth button on the top right corner. It will flash blue and make this sound. Click Open. Find the name of your robot and click Pair. It will stop beeping and the light will stay blue. The Connect icon is now white with a green check mark. If you have any problems using Bluetooth, connect your robot using the USB cable. You can now see your robot, its motors, and sensors on the screen. This is called Port View. A miniature version is displayed across the top of the screen here. When you click on the hub icon, it opens a larger port view. You can see your robot name and change it here. You can also see your battery power, which affects how well the robot runs. Across the top, you see your yaw, pitch, roll, and tilt angle. This is because your robot has a gyro sensor built into the hub. When you select the arrow next to the tilt angle, you are given options you can use for the gyro sensor. Don't worry if you don't know what to do with the gyro sensor yet. We will play with that feature later. Below that, you can see your hub labeled with letters A through F. There are motors and sensors next to those letters. These letters are used when coding to reference the motor or sensor assigned to that letter. For example, my motors are plugged into A and B, so I will use A and B when coding my robot to move. When you select the arrow next to a motor, you are given options that you can use when coding a motor. When you select the arrow next to the sensor, you are given options that you can use when coding that sensor. For now, select X to close this view. Now let's run our first program. On the bottom right corner of your screen, there is a number. Mine is 0. Select the arrow next to the number. Here you can press the right and left arrows to change the number. The arrows go from 0 to 20 and they represent where you save your program on the robot. Be sure to keep track of this so you don't save more than one program to the same number. For this program, we will set the number to 0. For your next program today, save it to number 1 or you will erase your smiley face code and be a sad face. To download your code and run it from the robot, you will press the download arrow. You can then run the code from the robot by selecting 0 on the hub and pressing the power button. We will run our first program from the computer. To do this, press the play button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Your robot should be smiling. Now you can celebrate.
Can you figure out how to make the smile last longer than 2 seconds?
To stop the code, you can press the red stop button. We can also code for that. On the left side of your screen, choose the orange circle labeled Control. Drag the block labeled Stop All and attach it to the bottom of your code. Click the arrow next to All. Select Exit and end the program. Play your code. Now we have code worth saving. Select the save icon at the top left corner of your screen. Choosing where you save your code is very important. If you don't pay attention to this, you risk losing track of your code, which is never fun. We are going to help create a folder on your desktop where you can keep your code this season. Hopefully, this will help you stay organized, and legally at least. Find Desktop on the left side. Click once to open the desktop. You will see it say Desktop now for your location. Select New Folder. Name it FLL 2024. Press Enter. Double-click the folder to open it. At the top, you see your location is now Desktop FLL 2024. You are in the right spot. At the bottom, you will see your file name is Bootcamp Smiley Face. The file type for Spike is LLSP3. This is useful to know if you are ever searching on your computer for missing code. Press Save. I am going to show you 2 ways to find the code you just saved. Minimize your browser. You can now see this folder you created on your desktop. Double-click to open the folder and see your saved code. A second way to find your saved code is to open the file manager at the bottom of your screen and select the desktop from the location on the left. Double-click the folder you created and see your saved code. Your team will want to create a space to upload code this season. Our team uses Canvas for this. At the end of each practice, any code that was changed is saved to the computer and uploaded to our Canvas page. We are very careful that we rename our code so we don't get confused.